The United States Navy denied that an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile illegally entered China's maritime territory and was chased off by People's Liberation Army forces, contradicting claims by China's Southern Theater Command. China claimed early Thursday morning that USS Milius, DDG-69, crossed into its territorial waters around the Paracel Islands and was driven out by Chinese forces, according to 3 state-run media sites that all tweeted out the same statement. The theater forces will maintain a high state of alert at all times and take all necessary measures to resolutely safeguard national sovereignty and security and peace and stability in the South China Sea, Tian Junli, spokesman for China's Southern Theater Command, said. Japan-based 7th Fleet denied Milius was expelled from the island chain. The PRC statement is false, 7th Fleet spokeswoman Commander Haley Sims said in a statement. USS Milius, DDG-69, is conducting routine operations in the South China Sea and was not expelled. The United States will continue to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows. Milius was initially thought to be performing a freedom of navigation operation past the Paracel Island chain in the South China Sea, but officials told following an earlier version of this post that it did not conduct a FONOP. Previous U.S. FONOPs near the Paracels have tested China's claims of a vast territorial sea over the island chain, contrary to international law. China also requires prior notification of warships before entering the claimed waters. 2 days prior, Milius sailed in the Sea of Japan as part of a bilateral exercise with Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force JS Atago, DDG-177, according to a news release from the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. In related news, a day after China said it drove a U.S. Navy destroyer away from Beijing claimed waters in the South China Sea, the U.S. 7th Fleet said the same warship sailed through those waters to challenge the Chinese claims. The guided missile destroyer USS Milius asserted navigational rights and freedoms in the South China Sea near the Paracel Islands, consistent with international law, a statement from 7th Fleet spokesperson Lieutenant J.G. Luka Bakic said. The warship conducted what the U.S. Navy calls a Freedom of Navigation Operation, or FONOP, Bakic said, challenging the restrictions on innocent passage imposed by the People's Republic of China, PRC, Taiwan, and Vietnam. All 3 claim the Paracels, known as the Chishas in China, a group of about 130 small atolls, the biggest of which are home to Chinese military bases. The U.S. statement also said the Milius challenged China's claim to straight baselines enclosing the Paracels, meaning Beijing's claims to waters between the islands, even when those waters are outside the internationally recognized 12 nautical mile limit from a coastline for territorial waters. China claims almost all of the vast South China Sea as part of its territorial waters, including many distant islands and inlets in the disputed body of water, many of which Beijing has militarized. Other claimants besides Taiwan and Vietnam include Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, which has seen a UN tribunal rule in its favor in a dispute with Beijing over islands in the Spratly Group. But Beijing has rejected the UN ruling and built up military bases on those disputed islands in the Spratlys, known as the Nansha Islands in China, as it has done in the Paracels. On Friday, China reacted angrily to the presence of the U.S. warship near the islands it claims. The actions of the U.S. military have seriously violated China's sovereignty and security and seriously violated international law, Tan Kefe, spokesperson for the Defense Ministry, said in a statement. The guided missile destroyer USS Milius broke into China's Chisha territorial waters again without the approval of the Chinese government, undermining peace and stability in the South China Sea, Tan said. Beijing regularly makes statements that any U.S. Navy operations in the South China Sea inflame tensions and show that Washington and its partners who keep a naval presence in the waterway are damaging the region's security. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more military tensions news.